I felt like I break it.
Ow, too much whipping.
Should I flip my hair too?
Yes, flip that shit.
Flip my hair. Flip my hair, come on. Flip my hair.
Oh, God. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Boricua Morena podcast. I am the Boricua of the Boricua Morena podcast.
And I am Sheree Strip Blanc from the Boricua Morena podcast.
Woo!
Hola.
Look at, she is on her sexy mode today.
I don't know why though. I don't know why. I'm hot and irritated.
I got here and the sexiness just came out because I was like driving and I was like,
I was not. I don't know. It's one of those days when you feel unsure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the deodorant. Sure.
Well, I'm not unsure about that part, but it's no. It's a woman thing going the fuck on right now, okay?
Oh. Well, we got our... y'all remember the guy we was talking to y'all about?
The good guy.
The
good looking guy.
He belong in the house. He
belongs in the house. He had to be protected. That guy at all costs. Our king.
You leave him alone if you ain't serious?
Yes. The one I was trying to hook my cousin Bologna with the original.
What happened? He ain't tell us no
cousin. But
this is him.
Y'all are funny.
This is Trayvon.
This is the guy right here. This is a comedian, Trayvon Fulton, y'all.
Trayvon.
Y'all give it up for Trayvon.
This is how it's gonna sound when he's overseas and he's performing in London. Give it up for Trayvon Fulton. He's handsome. Yeah.
Yeah. Applause up for Trayvon Fulton. Yeah.
Welcome, Trayvon. We finally got your ass.
Yeah.
Finally got your ass.
Thank you for having me.
Put him right in the middle too.
Finally got
Thank you for having me.
He's
gorgeous.
You see, I gotta scooch this way. Y'all see me?
I'm tempted to scooch.
Ooh.
Scooch.
Scooch. What we doing?
Scooch.
Scooch. Ready?
Scooch.
Scooch. Hey, go. Say scooch on the dick. Get a dick to the scooch on the dick. Scooch. Okay.
Do I
scooch or ride?
He is a ride. So, how are you, dear?
I'm great, man. I'm good. I'm good, man.
You look
no
good.
complaints.
Sorry.
I appreciate you.
See, you hear that? You hear that little stutter that he gets when he gets nervous?
Lord,
I'm glad. Thank y'all. Y'all look great too, man. Y'all both look beautiful.
Thank you.
Look up.
I'm trying. Look up, Marlon. Say cheese.
Say cheese.
You look good, man. You always.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
He blushing, Shay.
We still ain't caught your moose knuckle yet. That's crazy.
Shay, he blushing.
Is he?
Stop it.
Is.
Oh my God, Trayvon is blushing. Yo, they did this to me. Both of them made me blush a few backs while I was talking to him. And I couldn't. So I get it. I understand how you feel right now. It's okay.
This is the man that this is like a man that you would pray for, that you would ask God to bring into your life.
I get
Wait a minute, hold on. We got
this flaws or something's going
There's
wrong.
something going on now, Trayvon.
We ain't gonna get that damn deep.
I mean, I'm definitely flawed. I mean, I think we all are flawed. You know what I'm saying? We all are flawed.
One of my titties hang longer than the other.
Wow,
Both
okay.
bitches hang.
Okay.
So it's like
Long as they hanging.
It's like one to my kneecap and then this one right here to the mid part of my stomach.
As long as it's hanging, you know what I'm saying?
Roll that bitch up and put it back in there, but still.
It's okay, but it's...
That's how my ass cheeks are. I gotta wear special panties.
Oh my gosh, you got one special panties.
I gotta wear special panties because they, they make them lift equally.
Just
they pick up my ass cheeks because one of them's hanging lower than the other.
All right.
I can't think of. So, well, okay, let's get into this.
We're not gonna get serious. Whatever. We just gonna talk. So,
yes, we're gonna talk.
Trayvon is to me one of those guys, like Sheree said, like you know, that you would pray for and stuff, but then like he was married, y'all. He was married. I was shocked when I found out he wasn't married. And I was like, yo, like what happened? Me and Sheree was talking in the car. We was like, what happened? He cheated.
What the fuck?
That's what happened, y'all. He don't want to tell us, but that's what happened.
I don't know if he cheated. We're gonna get to them questions, but I just want to know like how's living in Philly is. How's it been?
I like that. I like that.
The single life. How's the single life?
I like that.
How living in Philly is for you, being a down south person. Okay. I'm also a down south person.
Right.
How was the culture shock to you when you first got up here?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, were you a little bit afraid? Did anybody ever call you country or green ass? Because they used to hand it to me when I first got up here. They were like, look at she country food. Hey, they used to talk about, man, it's bad.
So, yes. First of all, right, when I was younger, I used to live in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I lived in.
I know Harrisburg.
Yeah, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So they called me country then.
Yes.
And I was in like the 6th grade. Then I came back in the 8th grade because I had some family that lived out there.
Okay.
So I was very much so used to it. I also used to live in Baltimore with my grandmother, my family out there too, and they called me country too. And I used to be like, y'all got the nerve though.
Yeah.
Like y'all have all the nerve. Call me country, okay? And then when I got here, it was a culture shock. Nobody said good morning.
Okay.
You know, and you know, like I be on the train. I get on the train. I'm like, hey, hi, good morning. Going to be like, shut your stupid ass up.
Oh my
Shut your
God.
dumb ass up. And I'll be like, okay, you're right.
God.
So, it was a culture shock. As far as scared, like I'm from Richmond, so it's not a soft place at all. I grew up in real black areas, so despite, you know what I'm saying, the soft nature or whatever, like I'm still from Richmond through and through.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying, I know how to if I need to. There's no need to. You know
Absolutely.
What I'm saying?
So wait, you lived in Harrisburg, Maryland. Like I moved around a lot as a kid.
Okay.
I ain't never asked why we moved.
Right.
But now that I'm older, I'll be like,
I understand.
you know what I'm saying? Like what we was moving so much for?
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Why we moved so much?
Yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, my mother did she did the best that she could.
Yeah, that
so
part.
I know why now that I'm older.
Yeah.
So now I get it.
Yeah.
You know? So
now it's like we moved different, because like when I tell people like, where did you grow up? Like, you from New York? I'm like, I was born in New York, but then I lived in Connecticut, but then I moved from Connecticut. We ended up in Pennsylvania, and then like a blur, and then I ended up somewhere else. Then I'm back in PA, and I'm in York, PA. I graduated high school. I went to middle school in York, PA, and then like from there we moved. My mom moved to Philly, and we chased her to, like, it was like she moved to Philly. And I was like, yo, like, now that I'm older, I'm like, and I'm a mom.
okay, right.
I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it now with, like, all the shit you was doing. I get it now. Like, although, like, because I don't know if, like, your mom, but maybe you can agree, but my mom would always keep us, like, at a kid's level.
Right.
Like, the kids, we on the kids level. Like, you don't know what the adults is doing. You know, adults get together. We know that we supposed to stay in our room when they come over. Don't come downstairs. Don't ask for shit when I tell you to go to bed. Don't be coming down here talking about something you thirsty and shit. And it's all these adults in the house.
Drink your spit. Or
And we don't, you know, things going on. Those loud music. And we want to know what's going on. We peeking, but we ain't really, like.
Yeah.
So it's. And looking at it now, I'll be like, okay, I get it, Mom. If you sold drugs, that's all you had to say, Mom. Like, you could have said that.
Right.
If we running from the law, that's all you had to say, Mom.
I didn't say all of that, but
not you. But I'm talking about mine.
I ain't say all of that, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, and it's weird because for me, I feel like I made friends, but I wouldn't like keep them for long, because then I would get up and move, and it'd be like, now I gotta start making friends again.
My friends have. Oh, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
My friends have been the same friends since I've been like 10. Like I don't know what it's like to have, you know, new people. I've always been with the same 3 people.
That's some love right there. Because it's not a lot of people can say that. That's love.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't understand, like, well, first, then after that, also, like, I went into the military. I know I was in the military for 12 years. So the people who were in the military with me, they are my peoples too. And I don't this generation now, when people would like, if it's not working, get rid of them. I never understood that. Yeah. Like, if you, I'm 31, so if you're around my age,
you're right.
And if you,
right at the right age.
If you're my age and you don't have. And you don't have like friends that you've been friends with like 10 plus years,
right?
I kind of look at you like, all right,
it might be something wrong with you.
Why don't you know how to? Why don't you know how to keep relationships? Why don't you know how to forgive? Why don't you know how to understand people and meet them
I'm still
where they
friends
are?
with my middle school, like my homegirl April Jackson. Shout out to her because she does watch our podcast. I've been friends with her since I moved to York, Pennsylvania. Okay. And then my other friend, she passed away like a couple of years back during like I want to say 2 years ago. She passed away, and we all grew up together. And then the next friend I made, like that I could consider a friend, is my best friend, which you met, Sheree, at the show. She's been my friend 21 years. Okay. The other one been my friends. We've been friends like almost 30 something years. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that I consider my friends. Like other than that, I got like my associates and stuff like that, and I'm getting to know these people that are in my friend. Because for me, I'll be like, yo, you gotta be in my life for a little while. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go through the rough. We gotta go through the rough, and there's gonna be times where we don't get along, or it's gonna be times where you may not like what I gotta say. You may be mad at me for a few days or whatever the hell, bitch. But I'm calling you in 3 days, bitch. I'm bored. What you doing, Sheree? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just, and it keeps, like you said, it's, you gotta learn forgiveness. I learned forgiveness when I was like 20 something. Like the real meaning of forgiveness, like through Jesus, I had to learn, like, you, in order for you to let go of all the chips I was carrying, I had to forgive a lot of folks. That even if I didn't, not for them, but for me, was a thing I learned. Like, you gotta forgive them for yourself, because if not, you're gonna always carry that with you everywhere you go.
I'm sorry, I just learned how to forgive motherfuckers just last year.
It's okay.
I mean, you here now. So.
I literally had to learn. I literally learned that last year by forgiving somebody that. Not nothing about anybody's business, but I was sexually molested as a kid.
Right.
And the person that I was sexually molested by actually was diagnosed with colon cancer, and it bothered me, and I couldn't understand why it bothered me. Because I had absolutely, after he did that to me, I had absolutely no relationship with him. I wouldn't even allow my kids around this person. This person is a part of my family. And I've, like, you know, when you grow up, you just don't fuck with that person, because I know what this nigga do. Right. So, to find out that he was dying of colon cancer, it brought me to tears. Right. And it was just like, what the fuck wrong with me? And it was right then and there that God told me that you learning to have a heart. Yeah. You learning to have a heart. You learning to forgive and let go of shit. And it's not, even though he did that to you, you done got through it. Yeah. So I'm telling you, I'm almost 46 years old, and I just learned how to forgive motherfuckers just last year. So it don't happen. It don't happen overnight. Some traumas don't happen over. You know, some traumas of forgiveness. You can't forgive people overnight. Some shit you just carry on your shoulders for a while. And I carried that for a while. You know, his daughter, I consider my fucking sister. She's my first cousin, but I consider this bitch my sister. Like, I would die for this fucking girl. Right. I never took anything out on her that her dad did to me, and I would never, and I never will. So it's just it's weird, but I thank God for, you know, just instilling that into me just last year, just letting stuff go, Sharice, because life is short. You only here for a little bit, but you dead forever. What your body is anyway. So let people show you who they are, and then you move accordingly. That part.
We healing on this podcast.
We healing on this podcast, baby.
Letting us, you know, we getting this free therapy in now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see we getting it in.
That's now. Right. But I do have some best friends, motherfuckers I fuck with over 30 plus years. Yes. One of them is my daughter's godfather. He knew her when she was in my womb. Oh my God!
What happened to not dropping names? What happened to not drop names when this red button come on? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. No.
Don't start no shit, Trayvon.
I mean, like, we to be fair, like, God, dog, you seen that? You know what I'm saying?
One of my sponsors
been my friend since middle school.
No name dropping.
Keep going.
Yeah, no name dropping. But this person has been my friend since middle school.
We gonna edit out. Who was that?
And my other sister, Tanya Kirkland, like, these motherfuckers have been, when I say ride or die. I'm talking about from middle school being a virgin to being a full-blown slut. They have been my friends. So, yeah.
They know
my sister just left from. Yeah, they know all my skeletons.
That's my girlfriend
sister just left from up here last week Saturday. So
April
shout
be
out
like Shaq.
Kirkland. Shout out Tanya. Shout out Sean G. I love you guys. If you guys are watching the podcast, I fucking love y'all forever. Like y'all the next niggas I would die for. So yeah.
I love y'all, but I ain't dying for y'all. But I love y'all because she loves y'all. So I'm gonna love y'all too. But I ain't dying for you. That's messed up. I'm a rider. I'm not a dyer. I don't know if I want to die for somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, somebody asked a question on Facebook, like, would you, like, if your child did something, would you do the time or whatever? And I was like, absolutely not. No. I'm not doing the time because I didn't do the crime. And then, like, that's why these kids are the way they are now, because we so used to babying them.
I have a different perspective on that, and my perspective is, fuck no, I ain't doing no time. You did it, motherfucker. When I had to do my time, I didn't ask my mama to do it for me.
Right.
So
why would I do? Like, if you did
I'll
the
send
crime,
you some commissary though.
That's what I said. I send you some money for commissary. I might take a phone call to
something on the books for you.
Like, oh yeah, that's it.
I got you.
I got you.
You gonna have clean drawers.
That's
now.
it.
I got you. You ain't gonna have to marry no damn prison bitch.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna make sure you good.
So you can eat in the room, so you ain't gotta go to the hole.
Go nowhere.
When you're about to get out, they try to do stuff to make you stay. Not that I know anything about that.
Yeah,
I'm saying, I'm saying. So yeah.
Yeah, I make sure my kid. Yeah, nah.
Cool.
I'm not doing the time for you. Sorry. I got life to live. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing no fucking time for you. But
let's get off this serious shit because.
It wasn't too serious.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. It's always good to talk about these things because there's a lot of people that do watch and they may be going through some things sometimes. That's and right. They may not know what to do.
Forgive motherfuckers. Forgive. I'm telling you.
Just forgive people. I mean, it takes a long time. It takes a while. My mom is 50-something years old. She's got some forgiveness to do, and she's got a good heart and everything. But I'm like it's a lot of things you have to let go of, Mom. I can't help you.
Yeah.
Like she'll come to me like, how did you forgive this person and what made you forgive them? I'm like, Mom, for me. Because I want to be happy. I don't want to be all thinking about that stuff all the time. Like,
because
you know what I mean. I don't want to live in that set. And my mom seen like when I got delivered and stuff like that from the wherever I was at
and everything.
And
you're bringing a different spirit up in here, Trayvon. What? That's why I said, ladies, pray.
This is what I will say, right?
God to bring you a man and bring you calm.
Yo, God. See what happens when you be like, yo, God.
Man, when you going to God, you gotta ask God to bring you a man that brings you peace. Now, not just a piece of dick.
It's very peaceful in here, y'all.
It's real.
It's too relaxed.
It's crazy right now.
What you got on?
He got on some that Jesus cologne.
I thought you really asked. Okay, it's Baccarat Rouge 540.
He got on that Jesus cologne or something.
Y'all, don't be fooled by this though. Like he's real. He's always calm, chill, and collected and stuff. But he's also very funny.
He is.
Thank you.
You ain't been to none of his comedy shows. You need to get your ass there.
Thank you very much. I think it's because
your ass there.
I'll speak on that, right? Mm-hmm. Why it is. But before I do that, I want to say when y'all talking about the forgiveness thing, right? So I expect people to be themselves and to always do what's best for them, and I don't take it personally.
Okay.
And you know how they say you got to know your friends and know your enemies.
Yes.
People say that in a sense of know who they are, to identify them. That's not the case. You literally have to know them. You know who they are. You know how they are.
Yes.
And you adjust accordingly. And you always got to set yourself up to win. Period. Not in a way to in a malicious way or in a manipulative way, but set yourself up to win. Period. On you know what I'm saying. So when you know who they are, you don't put yourself in positions to even allow yourself to be that way. And what you're doing is you're preserving your friendship.
Yeah.
I know that like when we go out and you get drunk, you do dumb things, and if we continue to do this, we won't be friends.
Yeah.
So we do not go out and drink together. That's preserving y'all friendship. That's like, yo, I really care about you, so I'm not gonna do that. So I say know your friends and your enemies. So literally, that's one thing that you can help to not even get into the thing of forgiving them. I mean, because you forgive them, but you won't even get in that position.
Right.
And when you do forgive them, like, yo, I expected you to do this. I knew you were gonna do this. Jesus knew, you know what I'm saying, he was gonna be betrayed. He like, bro, I expected you to do this.
Yes, that's right.
Dude.
Hey.
Yeah. So, all right, and
I'm speechless. Because this is just confirmation of some stuff I was talking about earlier. So to me, this is like resonating very hard.
I'm glad I was able just to be a beacon to, like, you know what I'm saying?
About to make my hair stand up on my head now. I got them
But anyway,
the comedy thing, the thing is like when people meet me like in real life, right, and they find out I'm a comedian, they were like, I didn't even know. And like, I mean, well, I don't know what you like what the hell does a comedian supposed to look like? I think when people see that, like, people are supposed to always be on, so they see him when they always on, and like and you gotta think about it, like with social media, my opinion, just my opinion, it's a lot of clowns. It's not a lot of comedians, and it's funny. It is funny. It is funny. They out there, they're dancing, they're doing a lot, and that's okay. I love to see people having fun. My only caveat to that is people think that that's what comedy is. That's a part of it, because like comedy is evoking laughter, period. Yes. So if you're doing something that's evoking laughter, I think that's comedy. But when we go into stand-up comedy, that's not necessarily just being silly. So that's what I would say. So when people meet me, and I'm not the like super funny dude, I pay attention and I regurgitate stuff, and they're like, oh, what made you think of that? I just saw it. I got a way of seeing things that other people don't. You know what I'm saying? You can take two dissimilar objects and make them congruent, and then people go, oh wow, that does stop it.
Another word. Go ahead, Webster. Or is it Miriam? Which one are you using?
Stop. So people be like, oh, that does make sense. So, yeah, I'm saying.
Got you.
All right. So,
He brings chocolate, y'all.
Yes, he did bring us some candy. He brought me some now laters. Now I don't know if he done been growing up in. I don't know if he grew up in Parkway or not. But now laters get you fucked up around here.
And that's the thing.
I love now laters.
That's the thing. Like, come on now.
Appreciate you, Trey.
I grew up in the South, and you know what I'm saying, we do now laters. You know what I'm saying? Now laters.
What kind of chocolate you like? I was like, we talking food?
Oh shit!
I did ask those questions on the low, so I can, not come empty-handed.
Look at you paying attention.
He was like, what kind of chocolate y'all like? I was like, Sheree don't eat chocolate.
She eat chocolate now. All right. Stop. Hey, what's up, good brother?
Looky.
We don't talk to the back people.
Okay.
Shout out to production in the building.
Shout out to production.
Hey yo, but let's get to some stuff. All right, Trayvon.
Okay.
So like, we need to know more about Trayvon. What do we need? What do we want to know about Trayvon? Sheree, don't be sipping that Red Bull looking like. Do you shave every day, or do you shave your head?
Do I shave my head
twice a week? Like, how many times does it take for you to keep the baldness intact?
I usually do it every other day.
Every other day.
Yeah, and I mean, if I want to keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep it shiny,
right.
So
when you shave your head, you shave your balls too, or you just shave your head?
I do them both.
Or you do them both on the same day?
I do. I mean, I don't have to do.
Maybe not your balls.
Yeah, I don't have to do. I don't have to do those every day, but I do those.
Why was that image put in my head? God.
How do y'all shave y'all balls? Do y'all put a mirror down there? Like,
I hate her.
No, I don't.
Do y'all have to like yoga positions and shit to
sometimes
get in there?
Because
we do.
Sometimes you do gotta put your leg up. You do gotta lift.
You imagine walking into a man shaving his balls.
You do. I mean, I've been doing it for a while now, so I got it down pat.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it down pat.
Do you shave your asshole when you shave your balls too?
Damn!
Now you do that.
I don't.
We gotta shave when we shave the whole area.
Yeah,
like,
don't shave my asshole. My asshole got a fro. Fuck
yeah,
you.
but nothing goes.
I'm not gonna get this natural.
Nothing goes back there. So, I don't.
That shit look like this back there.
Kitchen all terrible back.
Sweep the trash up under the carpet.
She got 4C hair back there, you know. You think I knew?
Sweep the damn trash under the carpet. Let's go. We got company coming over. Fuck all that. I got time for all that shit.
I mean, I don't shave the front, so you good. So I shave the back.
I don't want you back there, my asshole. That's why I keep it bushy, goddamn it.
Nah,
yes, I do keep it. I keep it clean.
Yeah. The back will be shaved. It's clear in the back. Just don't.
My ass is hairy. It ain't hairy, but it's hairy. And my ass crack is hairy. I'm not shaving shit from back there. That means I don't want you to fuck back there. Okay. Everything that I shave is where you should be
brown, her booty hole's pink.
Well, I shaved that. That's where you should be at. I clean the plate for you to eat right there.
That's a baboon booty. I don't want the coochie brown booty hole pink.
Why do you got hair back there too scared of baboon? No way.
I keep it like that, goddamn. Stay the fuck from back there. You know the abandoned house with all the grass around it.
You heard the Florida. The Florida came out. The foot needle foot back there. I'm saying foot going up.
From back there, goddamn.
Pussad foot needle.
Loud enough, but you can't buck back there.
The foot back there. I'm talking about pussy
foot, nigga.
Yo.
They from back there. I don't want you back there in my back though. Goddamn it.
That's how y'all talk down south, right? Y'all be like, I'm finna go out yonder.
I ain't
yonder's more like West Virginia.
Yeah, that's West Virginia. From Fort Lauderdale say yonder.
No.
Yeah.
My great
I always heard finna go.
But finna is
we say finna. We always say finna. Yeah, I'm finna be there in a few minutes.
Yeah, that means I'll be there, motherfucker.
I'm finna be the store real quick. You want something?
Yeah.
So they say further down they go yeah. We say yeah. Ours is yeah. Theirs is yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Like, where does that go at? In a sense, like, how do you say fit? Like, what do you? All right, go.
No, go ahead. What you gonna say? Go ahead. I mean, it's
fitna. So you say fitna, and then how would you say it?
Fitna. We say.
Oh,
same
you mean
thing,
like y'all, like the.
So like the word. YEAH.
Okay.
To them is yeah.
Okay.
For us it's yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all like enunciate every letter.
Yeah.
And then like
and once it goes up further, y'all's is yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause you know I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Sometimes it'll come out like yeah.
So what's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
God damn.
Just right in.
Go right into it, boy.
The freakiest thing I've ever done. You want like details or you
talk?
No,
for real. What's the freakiest? Like, what one of the freakiest things you've ever like done?
All right, you're about to.
Where you was like, oh God, what am I doing?
There was a woman being pleasured, by another woman. While I was pleasuring that woman.
Okay.
And I was doing it to another.
woman. So you've done menages?
Yes.
Nice. At what age?
19.
Before you was 21, just like me. That's
I was 19.
That's why you so collected like that.
God, please don't let his parents be watching. No.
I know, right?
Did you tell them to watch?
Nah, my mama don't know.
Good. She don't need to know none of this.
I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna tag her in this video.
Yeah.
Damn, that's messy. You gonna fuck yourself out of some dick? What's wrong with you?
If I want it, I can get it now.
How you gonna get some dick from him if you gonna fucking tag his mama and some ratchet shit?
Don't worry about all that, sweetheart.
What's that fuck nigga though?
Okay.
You can't use shit like that.
All right.
His mama ain't got nothing to do with if I'm getting his dick or not.
She gonna be like, you don't mess with that girl. She the one told on.
I don't want to meet her. I'll be like, you know, me and her, I ain't going to her crib. Like, you act like I'm gonna go to her crib. Like, hey, Miss Ma'am. I don't know her name.
Look at what your song talking about.
Ma'am, now. Me and your son Trayvon. We was back here with 3 other girls.
Yes, so now the world knows.
I'm just kidding.
Y'all are welcome, I guess.
No, so like that's great because a lot of people I feel like a lot of people don't do a lot of sexual stuff, and then when they get older, they be wanting to do it. But to me, like I've done a lot of freaky stuff in my life, and now, like, if somebody come to me now and they be like, yo, you want to do this? I'll be like, no. Like, you know how long I done did that for?
Do I strike you as a person who's done a lot of freaky stuff?
Well, you just opened up a door.
Before I told you that, would you have thought that I've done the freaking? You would have? Why?
I believe you are. I believe that you are great sex.
Okay.
Like when I look at you.
Are those chewy?
Yes.
Can I have one?
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Pause. He want a chewy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Want an apple? You ever tried the apple?
It's all good.
She giving him chewies, yo. This is what they mean when they want chewies. That's what they want.
Damn,
candy.
So, hey, look, right? A story real quick, right? I was in Germany. This when I was stationed in Germany. Y'all know mushy, like, you know, it means like soft, right?
Yeah.
Did you know mushy means like vagina in Germany?
Really?
So one time I was in the office I was in the military, right? And so it was some candy, and I was like, "Oh, they didn't have it." I was like, "Oh, this mushy," and they were like, "Oh, no mushy." I was like, "What you mean it's mushy?" And they're like, "No, I'm like, it's mushy, gushy, squishy, same thing."
Damn.
And they're like, "No," and they're like turning red, and it's a guy. He's cracking up because he's like, "What you say? Say it again." I was like, "It's mushy." You know what I'm saying? It's candy, it's sweet, mushy. And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, clearly there's a language barrier. So what does that mean?" And they was like, "It mean female part." I was like, female part. Oh, I'm so sorry. And they was like cracking up, laughing.
So sweet.
And that's how I figured out what that was just a story. I be having a lot of random stories.
But yeah, you do strike me as like you a freak. You a freak.
Oh, okay.
I just because like the way you carry yourself too, you're very reserved.
Do I strike you as freak?
Yup. Sheree won't say it, but I will.
Okay.
You know how I know he a freak? Yesterday I asked him for a French fry, right? He gonna say you gonna take the long one.
It was fries, man. Come on.
I was like, first of all, I like little French fries.
I'm gonna tell you who you remind me of, Trayvon. You remind me of my first baby daddy.
Oh,
okay.
Same.
He's a college boy.
All right.
Used to play for Bethune-Cookman. His uncle is actually his uncle used to play for Dallas Cowboys, Michael Irvin.
Okay.
Ooh.
You just dropped the name of all names. Like,
I'm sorry,
that's
damn.
a name.
That's a
like,
name.
Yeah,
Well,
bro, like.
Shit. How close can he get me to Deion Sanders? Even now.
And
These are
Boomy,
good. Thank you.
Yes, they are. Boomy was well, he still is. I don't know how he is now, but we won't talk. Whatever. Very reserved. Fucking neck looked like a thigh. Like this nigga was just cock diesel, body, everything.
Cock and diesel. But okay,
His
go ahead.
cock
Please.
with diesel?
Please. I'm just joking. Pause.
Baby father had a nice long girthy dick, but it had a hook in it.
Oh, we had that in conversation. Yes, we did.
Had a long hook in it.
Made her appendicitis act up.
These conversations don't bother me. Them.
On my shoulder.
Saying hit the blunt or the candy,
what's
whatever.
Going on over
so
there.
okay, cool. So I remind you of the first baby father.
Immensely fruity, intensely chewy candy.
Man, so are you allergic to that?
It's strawberry.
Are you
Candy
strawberry? Are you allergic to strawberries?
No, I like strawberry.
Okay.
I am. You listen,
They done
call production in here.
You know he allergic to strawberries.
Get the fuck out.
You get the fuck out. You coming in here talking about
you allergic to strawberries.
Allergic to shit.
All right.
Messing up a nigga podcast. Anyway.
This will be cut out. This will be the commercial break.
Obviously,
he was very reserved,
very freaky.
No, y'all said that. I'm saying obviously. I said obviously I'm very freaky apparently.
He's a college
boy, in my mind,
I'll say this: my baby father was the first person that I let. I was the first woman that ever let him hit it from the back. He had never done it before. No, from the back, like doggy style.
I'm just asking.
And that fucked his life up because from there he was like stalking me and shit.
You should have knew. You knew.
I never knew that.
That's when you found out.
That's when I found out.
You fucked around and then you found out.
That nigga was in the bushes on my ass. Like,
I'm
not playing with you. And I'm just like, babe, you
That's
ain't
why I can't be sucking people's dick.
I get it. I'm not going.
That's why I don't do that. I don't suck dick like that. I'll tell a motherfucker quick. I don't suck dick.
I wish things would have worked out between us, but then God knows what He was doing. So
I be like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Don't even ask me. You see this tooth right here? It will scrape. It will scrape the shit out your shit. Trust me, you don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. I don't do that.
It's all good. It was.
You got somewhere to be, Trayvon?
I do have a show later, but I'm last, so it's all good.
Where's your show?
Black Squirrel Club.
Where's that at?
Is that?
I don't remember. Hold on, let me look it up. Where the Black Squirrel Club at?
This dude got a show, and you know what?
Trayvon has shows every day.
Let's get to it because he does.
I do.
A lot of shows. He's on a lot of stuff.
It's on Sarah Street. Sarah Street. I know what Sarah Street is.
Is that downtown? Because we going that way. Anyway, you figure that out. So Trayvon does a lot of shows all around, and you can't even just like pin.
Oh yeah,
down.
It is. It's near Punchline.
Okay,
I see. Really,
you got to ride. All right, let it go.
Yeah, we got you.
What you call it? So Trayvon does a lot of shows in a lot of different places, and like, but right now that you are single, right? Did you do your whole thing already? Because you've been. Are you divorced officially? Let me start there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're divorced officially. So did you already go through your little whole stage after divorce?
Did I go through my whole stage?
Like after your divorce, you know how like
for a whole year, I didn't have sex. I didn't masturbate. I didn't do nothing.
Damn, she hurt you bad.
Boy, that thing. Boy, I'm telling you, that thing was.
That hard a motherfucker, ain't it?
It is.
Woo! And you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's some things that happen that I wish I can take away. I wish I can do. I'm not going to share.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
But the person I am now was not the person that I was. You got to remember also, I just came back from being deployed.
Right.
I was mean too. I was struggling to like.
You had PS. What is the
PTSD?
PTSD.
So you know what I'm saying? But it was also at the same time, right? Like when you really get with somebody, they bring out the things that you've never like healed from. They'll bring those things out of you. They really, really will, and they'll test those things. And you know the things that you didn't deal with, they'll really. You know what I'm saying? Push them, yeah. So the
they'll
person
like scrape it with a knife and shit. Like,
so the person that I am was not the person that I was, and I couldn't be seen for that. So we agreed to be like, yo, listen, we should just. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you deserve to be with somebody. Like, she was like, yo, you're a really great guy. And you really deserve to be with somebody. And I really want to see you for that, but I can't. And I had to be like, yo, I really should be able to be seen for, like, what I'm doing now. Yeah. So, and we couldn't. And, like, I really wish that, you know, things that happen, I really, like, I'm ashamed of some of them. And, like, and it took me a long time. Even still, like, I still honestly don't feel like I'm worthy of love. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because I'm like, yo, I've messed up before. You know what I'm saying? So
sure. Let me.
But you know what? Not
love, but you choked it. You choked it, didn't you? You put in the choke on one day. You did it.
You put her in the chicken wing. You had my homegirl in the chicken wing. She told me one time. She pinned him down. That's what happened. She was like, I thought you was the preacher's child.
I just wish that, like, you know what I'm saying, it was.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
out of that situation now.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
And I understand why you don't feel like you deserve, because it's not failure, it's a lesson that had to be learned. You learn. Yeah. It's a lesson that had to be learned. It's not something that you failed.
But you said something too, like when I went through my breakup, like when my husband and I left each other, it was for like domestic reasons. Like he really whooped my ass really bad, and it was at a point where we had to be like bad. Like he whooped my ass like Tina beat Ike in the limo. Like he did that shit to me. Damn. And then like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, like, yo, dog, something's got to give, because we can't be together right now. This can't be it. Somebody gonna end up dying or whatever. Yeah. So I left, and I was alone for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And I just stayed alone. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna find nobody that's dead, like, because I also wasn't the best person either. You know what I'm saying? I did, like you said, like there's when you're with somebody and you're with somebody for a long time and they get to know all your I'm gonna say, like, what you call it, your weak points. Like they know where to hit you at, so you know how to fall type shit. That was like we were doing it to each other. Now that I'm out of the situation, I can say, like, looking back at it, I'm like, yo, I know when I get into another relationship, if I ever do get into a relationship or decide to get into a relationship, I know now, like, points where I know when to walk away now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when to be like, you know what, let me just take a break, or let me just dip off, because I don't want to be acting crazy out here on these streets or whatever.
I'm afraid. Go ahead, what you gonna say?
Do you want some kids?
Yeah,
yes.
I do.
Trayvon wants kids.
Yeah. How many?
I used to want 4, but now it's just kind of like, at this age, I'm just like, whatever God gives, like, because I'm quote unquote older. You know what I'm saying? So if I meet a woman,
you're right,
at this age, like, I would have to push them out back to back to back. But I also typically date older. I also typically date older women, like in their 40s.
You can have
and but I'm just kind of like, all right, cool. If I'm gonna date a woman in their 40s, I have to understand that, like, I just won't. And I've said, listen, if we don't have children, just understand that I'm gonna be involved in some type of, like, community aspect with working with children some way or somehow.
That's dope.
So, like, and I'm like, look, if I'm gonna willingly give this up, understand that, like, I'm gonna get this in some way and in a healthy way to, like, kind of give what was given to me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But yeah, you know, I'm kind of like afraid. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like super afraid to like love. Like man, that joint was,
give that love again.
Woo, yeah, man.
I get it.
Woo, you gotta think. So, you know, because you saw us, you were there. You didn't really see it. We were the best of friends.
Yes.
We were in the military together. We deployed together. There was nothing that we didn't, you know what I'm saying, do. So it's different when my sister got married. I came back, I bought her dress and bought her shoes, all that stuff, and she knew that I was gonna pay for it. She knew to take my sister away. She knew what to get. She knew how to get my car when I can give it to her on the low. We did all that under my sister's nose, and my sister was like, I had no clue y'all did that. We just knew how to, like, communicate. Yeah. So now it's difficult when I'm used to that with somebody. Like, we know, like, if something happens, I don't like people following close behind me when we drive.
Yeah.
If somebody's following close behind me when we drive, and you know him, they don't let you stop all the way at the stop sign. They right up on you, and I'll pull over.
Yeah, me too.
And most people, they be like, well, what's going to stop? I don't get nervous. Just act regular.
Right.
If I pull over, act like you on your phone, like, oh, sweetie, this is the thing. Like, just like
we looking for direction.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, that was a thing she, like, knew. We understood each other. If I'm like, hey, that car just spun around the block 3 times, or if it's like, hey, listen, I'm gonna kneel down and act like I'm tying my shoe, right?
Yeah.
But what I want you to do is just rub my face, and so you can get a look at the person beside me. And I can say that, and then when I say, hey, listen to me really carefully, right? And they go, okay, cool. And not to be like, okay, oh, what's wrong? Stop. Stop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, things like that. If I can be like, hey, listen, this is where we're going to keep this gun at this point, and it's going to be one in the chamber. If anybody ever come in, what's out? What are we going to do? How do we practice stuff like that?
God, I can't have him, God.
So, like, but that's difficult then, because most women don't really see that. They don't see that from me until they have to see that from me. They go, I didn't even know this was there. I'm like, I'm from Richmond. I did 12 years in the Army. What you mean? Like, so it's different having. So that's what I'm saying. It's different from having a legit partner.
Yes.
And I've had that. Just to, like, I used to get sick when we were like knowing that it just wasn't gonna work out. I used to legit get sick. I would use the bathroom. I would throw up. I would get like, I never been like that before. My body would just like shut down. That was a wild time. So, you know what I'm saying? And we waited until we was married to, you know what I'm saying, to do our thing, whatever case may be. And she was a virgin too, and all stuff. So,
dope.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. soul ties beyond soul ties. Like that was very spiritual.
But that's why I'll be like, you shouldn't marry your best friend sometimes, because they know so much about you. Like, it's like people be like, I married my best friend. I'll be like, so then, like, you know this person, you know what they're capable of, you know what they, you know what I'm saying? And then
I would do it again.
Hell yeah.
I would do it again. I just know how to handle now.
Like, yeah.
I know.
Because I got married young. But if I did get married again to my same husband, because I'm, you know what I mean, like, I would probably do a lot of things different because I'm older now, and now I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, we was kind of young, but it was cool. I felt like he was my best friend at the time too.
I wouldn't want her again, only because I don't. When the first sign of trouble, it will revert back to there it is, and I don't want that. But I will say that I'm glad that I did learn. The hard part about that is like the love part. I still think about her, but not like in a romantic sense. Like, oh, I wish it's cool. It happened. I'm good. The hard part is losing my friend. Like, that's the hard part. This woman was legit my friend, and I'm like, like I said, man, I wish I could have been different. I wish it could have been different in the beginning or whatever, but
maybe in a few years y'all could still be friends.
I don't know.
But not right now, because right now it's not there. I'm gonna tell you this, but maybe y'all could not like be the best of friends, but at least some type of friendship would be.
I'm cool.
Well, damn.
I'm cool.
Yeah, he still got to heal.
Yeah, cool. You got a lot of healing to do. It's okay.
If you can't be friends with somebody that you used to be in love with, you still got to heal.
There.
Yeah,
it's them feelings are still there, and it's okay.
I mean, I've seen her around. We didn't speak, but one time we mutually saw each other, and that was rough. And it was 2 other times I've seen her, and I remember the time that I did see her, and I was cool, and that was a good feeling for me. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just cool.
I'll take a few more times of that.
I wish nothing but the best for her.
Absolutely.
And somebody had told me that, you know what I'm saying, she got somebody else, and I knew who the guy was, and I had genuinely felt this feeling of like overjoyedness for her. That's not even a word, but I was so overjoyed for her because I was like, yo, that's dope, and that's how I knew I legit loved her, because I was like,
oh, him? Yeah. Oh, okay, you good.
Yeah,
because if not, you would have been like,
I'm gonna roll up on him.
I was so happy that she good, and
you know she's good.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, you know that she's good.
Wait a minute, she had this nigga in your face?
No, because I got a friend like that tells me this all the time, which we won't say his name on air.
She had this nigga in your face, but we can go get him now. I don't give a fuck who know that. Y'all know about
from North Philly.
Don't know about choppers though. Y'all know how to use a motherfucking choppers though.
Her father from Florida too.
Oh damn, yeah, they know.
Dang. But yeah, like a friend of mine, he always tells me all the time. He's like when I want you to legit be happy. Like when you get it, like he tells me this all the time. Like whoever gets you, Shay, like whoever actually gets you this time, like they gotta hold on. Like they gonna hold on to you, like, cause you are like. Whatever, like you're just great or whatever, because he see me on the light, kind of like what I see you in the like in the light that I see you. You know what I'm saying?
I wanna say this. Pardon me, excuse me. I would like to move on from the topic of.
We moving on.
Okay, thank you very much. I would.
Let's move on.
I would like to. We can talk about other dating stuff like that, but I would like to move on from.
I'm talking about
that.
my dating shit.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. All right, my apologies.
We moving on because Trayvon, we don't need him to be up in here, no sir. We not doing that. We ain't got no wine for you, Trayvon.
Trayvon got some big ass hands.
Trayvon got big ass hands. Y'all can't see. Open your hand.
His thumb big as shit.
Open your hand, Trayvon. Look at this. Oh my God, his hand is big as shit. I got a big hand too, though. Sheree, speak up, sister. Speak your thoughts. You gotta speak them out because we can't keep
all right, this is what I would say, right?
Soon.
No, I got some time. This is what I can say to y'all, right? So look, y'all.
Anyway, Trayvon, you're great.
Thank you very much. I can say I know y'all got some other questions, but before y'all do get other questions, I would say I really appreciate y'all what y'all doing, and I told y'all this, but I'm gonna say it on the air because I feel like people should hear this.
Yes.
You know, guys don't get compliments. Yes, I blush. I'm so not used to getting them. And words of affirmation is my love language, and I know that. I've taken the test a few times, and I know why words of affirmation is my love language. I've done the work. I've done the therapy. I know why, right? So when I get it and it's genuine, I still don't know how to take it, but I appreciate it. So y'all are really like showing love to men, and it's a group of men that, first of all, right, all jokes aside, I don't never get uncomfortable around y'all. Right. All the freakiness aside, stuff like that. We know that y'all love us.
Absolutely.
And we all love y'all and ride for y'all. And y'all know that. Y'all know that. We don't let nobody come in and say no wild stuff.
Nope,
you know what I'm saying? Like if an outsider came in talking about Sheree's butt, we like, hey, bro.
Who the fuck
hey, bro.
You need to calm the fuck down real quick.
We shut it down. But you just said something, yes, and I'm gonna talk about it till I die.
Right.
but you ain't.
You can't wait. Frank Neville could call it a great spread, but you can't.
You like, but she let you get on the like I told. There's a story. I met Sheree, and I've seen her around, and we was taking a picture, and I was trying to be respectful, right? And I was, and anyone knows Sheree knows that it's a very enlarged area below her back, okay?
Like
and so she was like, and I was trying to be respectful, and she grabbed, she like, if you don't get up on this ass, I was like, yes ma'am.
It's crazy because he does that. He be like, okay.
and I did exactly what she said, and she said, you welcome, and I said, and after the picture, I went back to
to readjust, you know.
No, I just went regular. No, I kept it together. I'm very much so in control, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, he's very respectful.
Very much so in control.
Kept
together.
Sam Simonville,
all of my brothers,
all of y'all,
very respectful. I can honestly say that. That's why it doesn't bother me when they say something about my ass. It's just like, y'all used to this by now.
Yeah,
you guys.
They be like, Shay, I know you heard that, and sometimes they be talking in they little groups, and I may be standing close by, and they be like, Shay, you heard us, didn't you? I be like, no, I ain't hear nothing. They sidebarring on me, y'all.
I see that. Lord, it's the candy. He talking about the high chew. Don't you?
Whatever.
Eat the high chew. You want one?
No thanks. I had enough sweets.
Okay.
No, I already had my Reese's. Thanks.
Trayvon He been silly right now.
He's trying to tell you, don't sleep on this brother right here. But this is a man, y'all. Like this is a man. I think I said this before, and we'll continue to say it about all of our brothers. And if you guys follow us right on the Boricua Morena podcast, you'll see that I'm starting this little clip series, if I want to call it that. And it's raining men. So what I do is it's Sheree and I will take pictures of all the men. And we're still doing our cock watching thing too, so don't worry about that.
They most definitely cock watch.
We're bad. We are bad. I have a problem, and I don't want any
binoculars because I'm dead ass serious.
So what else y'all want to know? We talked about like only 2 topics. You know what I'm saying? So what else y'all got?
I did want to know if you want to. We got to the children thing. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in this comedy business?
5 years, I see myself in New York. Mm-hmm. My goal is in 2 years to be in New York. Mm-hmm. And in New York, I plan to not have a quote unquote day job, or if I do, I'll have a remote job. That's what I want. Well, you know what I'm saying? My disability is good, where I don't have to have the job. I can still pay my rent with that, and I can do my own side thing. That's why I see myself, and just continuing to perfect my craft. Okay. Most people, they just want to just get to the goal, but they don't want to perfect their craft.
That part.
In 5 years, I see myself doing more festivals, and at least, if not, getting close to getting on the road with someone. Whether hosting or featuring for them. That is why I see myself. I would love to. My goal is to be on television, to do television a few times, just to have the credit behind my name. Absolutely. So I can continue to do more, and then really get opportunities to other people, because I know that I'm a palatable black.
Yes.
I know that, but like I can say the ignorant stuff and they go, okay, but I know a lot of hilarious people who doesn't get the opportunity. So I'm like, look, once I get it, I got y'all.
But first, let me get through this door.
Yeah.
Let me check out the building.
And if y'all know me, every time I got something, I'm like, hey, I got you.
Yeah.
Anytime. And I haven't looked out for everybody, but for the people I have, I'll take them on the road with me, whatever. And they go, yo, appreciate you. When I get it, I got you.
Absolutely.
So that's why I see myself.
Okay. Okay. Shay, where you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't know. Wherever God puts me in 5 years.
If you ever want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans.
Wherever he wants me to be at, he gonna make sure I'm there in 5 years. That's for sure.
I will say, you know what I'm saying, have something for yourself, have a direction for you to go.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have it right now, that's okay. It's cool to let God be in the driver's seat, but at some point in time, you got to be intentional about what you want.
Absolutely.
You got to be intentional about what you want and what you're putting out there, so those things can manifest. You know what I'm saying? I do that because I try not to be like the woke dude, and you know what I'm saying, that people like, because I've been there. We can do that. We can have them conversations, but like, it just got such a bad rap now. Just be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Does. So, yeah, so that's what I would say. What about you now?
Me in 5 years, I see myself opening up for some more.
Okay.
I'm just gonna speak highly of myself because that's just me. Mm-hmm. I see myself opening up for some more. Linnell, like I study these women.
Okay.
Not only do I study these women, I study Bernie Mac. Not only do I study Bernie Mac, I study Richard Pryor. And I just see myself opening up for somebody big, you know, traveling the world.
Okay.
With my kids. 3 of them. Maybe 4. I might bring my grandson. I don't know. But I see myself opening up for some big people. And I'm just going to stay focused on that. God leading the way, period, point blank. God is ahead of it and back of it, on the sides of it, up under, like, covered. So, yeah.
I don't want to open for people. Right now, I'm not in a place where I'll be like, I want to open for such and such. You know what? I want to do like what they're doing. Like, I want to be the one to be like, yo, like, I'm hosting this big ass festival, Trayvon. I need you to come out to the middle of nowhere town and bring whoever, and Sheree, yo, come do this. Like, you know, that's where I want to be. Like,
so I'm going to be opening up.
I don't want to open up. I don't feel like I want to. Like, for me, I don't feel like I want to be on. Like, people be telling me like, yo, you know, all these comedians, they having shows. You need to come. You need to go. You need to be there. And I'll be like, I don't want that position, but I'm going because I know that I can network in those places and stuff like that. But that's not the position I want. Like, is that weird?
No, that's important. So where it's a few things I'll say to that. Like, I say, when I'm not excited when they be like, yo, I'm opening for or this is such and such, because I'm like, I gonna be such and such.
Fact.
Y'all saying I like, and people use that as credibility. I open for this person, and I'm like, you still are saying that person. I'm that person,
right?
So I understand that. The thing that it is, I understand that it is a once again, it's a process. Opening that for part. These people helps give you more tools in your toolkit, because in order to be at that level, you have to see like, what that level is
Can I say this real quick? I'll go, but I don't want to. People go places sometimes just to take pictures with comedians, just to say that they was there with them comedians. I've seen all types of shit in this damn game. I've sat down and talked to a lot of managers that manage big motherfuckers. I don't talk a lot about other things I do because I like to do my shit quietly. But that's where I be like, that's why my interest comes when I'm talking to such and such manager, or I'm outside because I smoke cigarettes, or sometimes I just disappear outside, and for some reason I bump into somebody outside and they be like, oh, I'm such and such's manager, or I'm such and such whatever, and I'm like, oh, the guy that I like, now I'm excited to shake this person's hand.
Yeah.
Compared to some people that are like, they'll be like, oh, who the hell that you talking to? I'll be like, nobody.
Yeah, it just, as long as
because they're not here to see that person, they're here to see whoever is shining the light that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, y'all go see that person. I'ma stand right here because this what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this what I want to do. Like, I want to be on this back end of it. I don't want to be in the forefront of stuff.
Okay, well, that's not messed up. I think you said two different things. Like, because now I understand what you're saying.
Like, I want to sit with the big dogs. I'm tired of talking to the supervisor. I'm tired of talking to this person. I want to sit with the big dogs. I don't want to, like, you out there, you doing the shows, that's cool and all. I want to learn who put this show together. That's whose hand I need to shake. I need to shake the hands of the person that booked this place that called for you to book this place. I need to talk to those people because these are the people that are making the moves that I really want to make.
So are you the entertainment
or are you the promoter?
Yeah, are you booking the entertainment? Because what we're talking about is
entertainment.
We are the entertainment.
Yeah.
You are talking about being the person who puts it together.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you're saying is nothing wrong, but you're so cool for that lane. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For the entertainment, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
for y'all, like I like that y'all want to do. Like for me, it's like I'm right here with y'all. Like rock out.
Yeah.
But to me, it feels better when I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
To me, like it feels better to me. Like where I feel good at is when people be like. Yo, Shay did this for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I feel good. Like, and I don't get it. And when I do get it, and I'm very humble about people when people like give me my props and stuff. And y'all should know that. But that's what I like when I hear some, or even if I'm not around, people be like, "Yo, such and such said da 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 da," and I'll be like, they be like, "Yo, you did this for such and such." I'll be like. And to me, I'm doing like this in the moment, but really inside, I'm like, yes, like I'm my name is moving out there or whatever. That's it. That's
go for it.
Excuse me, I had to
go, Sheree.
But I say that because I saw
David Chappelle,
and who wouldn't want to open up for David Chappelle? Like, and he put nothing but the top notch. Listen, that's you. He put nothing but the top notch niggas. Excuse me. He put nothing but top notch people on his shit.
Dope.
And everybody that got up there had their own glow. I've never seen people glow on stage
like
until
that.
I saw David Chappelle a week ago.
Bottom line, if you gonna be a killer, you need to be riding with killers. And that's
where you gotta surround yourself with where you want to be.
Yeah. Them everybody that got up on that stage had a glow to them, and I've never seen somebody's skin glow up under a red. It was, I don't know if it was the edibles I was eating, but. Everybody glowed.
You said you feed yourself.
Listen,
now.
Everybody glowed.
Some people know that, like, know yourself.
Yes.
Everybody not gonna be famous. There's some people who've been doing this since '99. They're like, I've been doing this since '99, and they still putting on shows locally. That's cool.
Yeah.
We listen. Know your lane.
Yes.
Because what we need, in order for a scene to, it's an ecosystem.
Yeah.
In order for the scene to thrive, we need people who are on the scene, who are putting on these events, who has the following for this consistent shows to come. And you may not ever blow up, quote unquote, but you are giving the space for people to come and work these things. So what I want to see in this game is not everybody try to be Kevin Hart. Everyone can't be Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, Deion Cole, whatever case may be. Like,
it's too many.
They already there. And that space is taken.
And that's the top 10% or whatever the case may be. Like, everybody's not going to be in the NBA. Some people might be really good in college and they're coaches. Nobody talks about the person who taught LeBron. Nobody talks about the person who taught Iverson. Iverson wouldn't have made it to the league without my man's from Georgetown. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He let him stay at his crib. You need those people. So understand who you are, how you are, and be comfortable in that. So I will say to comics out there, be cool with being in your lane. There are seasons, and there might be a season where you are super busy. That's cool, and you live in that season, and it might come back around. It might not be as busy, but you got to live with that. You got to be cool with that. So don't, and if you ain't starving, you ain't never gonna try to eat off my plate or take nothing from me.
That's right.
So I will say, just learn that, man. Like, I'm done.
Woo, that's facts. I mean, you're speaking facts, but that's how I feel. I just feel like that's where I'm at now, and I've been in this. I ain't been in here for too long, but I've done a lot in a little bit of time that I have been in the comedy game, and I'm like, do I really want to go that route? And I've been through a lot, and I've been tested, and all of that shit. and I just be like, and then I'm looking at people, and I feel good just watching comedians. Like I be out there really watching these comedians.
Last night I tried to put her on, and she was like, "I'm cool."
No, I was like, no, because I'm watching.
And then she got up there and burnt the fucking mic up.
For real.
Yes, she did.
That's good. You learn a lot from.
And you know why? Because they push me. I'm sorry, but they push They push me, and it's not only y'all, but when I see like the new comics that come in and like they come up to us and they be like, "Oh my God," da, 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 da. I be like, I gotta do something for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like y'all looking at me.
Go ahead and bless them real.
Let me put something on for them real quick so they can, you know what I mean? Because for them, they be like in awe of us. Yo, you don't know how many times I hear comedians like, yo, you so good, your presentation, how can I be like you? I'll be like, man, just go up there and just be.
Yeah, I be telling them, yo, stay on stage. And comics stay, and they all like, can we talk? Can you watch my set? Can you do? And I'm like, look, I can't do it for everybody. Right. And sometimes they be like, oh, can you come? And I be like, I'm not in town. They be like, oh, and I be like, how do I respectfully say I'm popping? Without me saying, hey, listen,
I'm booked and busy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So and they come around on Monday and they're like, oh, because you're around. I'm like, I'm in town Monday.
Yes.
I'm not in town Tuesday, the rest of, you know what I'm saying? I might not be. Yeah. You feel me? So and let me say, I'm not like to the point where I'm a traveling professional comedian. I'm still building. I'm still all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Still building things of that nature. So, and I still got to introduce myself in rooms where I go. So until you don't have to introduce yourself, you still got work to do.
Yes, you do.
So, but yeah, they be asking me that stuff, man. And I be like, yo, just stay on stage, because the things that you gonna learn in real time, like you're gonna learn it. Yeah. And this is what I do. I tell people, yo, learn who you are and master who you are off stage, because when you can give that and master who you are off stage, you can be authentic and you can give that to people. And now once they understand you, they understand your humor and they get it and they can laugh.
Yeah.
Like the one of the guys yesterday was talking to me, and he was like, yo, man, like, you're like a nice guy, and typically it seems like they want assholes, but you are not. How do you find the funny in that? I'm like, I'm authentic. I let them know who I am. And I set it up in a way that you know who I am. So once you know who I am, you rock with me. Yeah. And if you don't think if you don't like it, it's not that it's not funny. I'm just not your cup of tea. I can deal with that.
Man. And that's where I'm at too.
Yeah.
Because I did a little guest spot somewhere, and I was like, I mean, I got little chuckles, but I wasn't mad at all. But I was like, I told Sheree, I said, I bombed. She said, you didn't bomb. I said, I don't feel good about this performance. She was like, you did good, girl. And I was like, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
That does happen, and that's true, and I'm okay with me being me. Yes. But what I would do is I always put my best foot forward, and I do my homework, and I know how to alter, right? Yeah. So this is what I used to do, right? I'm gonna drop a little game, right? What I used to do was every set, like with open mics, I would do, right? I would write down my set that I did, and I would also write down the demographics of the room. I would be like, okay, it's black, it's white, 40% women, or the age of 45 to 22, whatever, right? And then beside each joke, I would write if it hit, if it didn't, or if it was okay. And so then when I'm in that room again with a similar demographic, I try a joke that did hit, and I try other jokes that didn't, and then I do that again. And so now by the 6th or 7th time I'm in that room, I now have quantitative data of that. You know what I'm saying? Data. So like, so now I know, I'm like, okay, cool. I know what to do in this room because I've done the actual research. I've basically did surveys. So that's how I'm able to switch up different things. Like, everybody kept talking about my Philly's funny. It's like, yo, you did an advance. Why didn't you do ankles? And I was like, and one of the comments came to me. I was like, listen, you like the 4th person. I was like, is it my joke or is it your joke?
Exactly.
And she was like, I it's just funny. I said, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But I've done the work of the joke that I knew that it wouldn't have done as well there. And then I said, the reason why I also did that is because I wanted a nice, I cursed on that set, but it wasn't vulgar. And I said, I wanted a nice set that was clean presenting, that I can send to people. And it's 5 minutes and I can go from there. And it's at a formidable club. That was my goal. And if I advanced, even better. But comedy is subjective. So like, even still that they were like, but yo, you should have. I'm like, if I should have, then I would have. But they
like
might.
I'm doing my PSP when I go.
They might be like, yo, they might, yo, I think that they were, and I'm like, listen, don't disrespect them like that. They were good. You know what I'm saying? So cool if you feel like that I was better. You see the subjectiveness? You just said that. So like cool. Like what God has for me, nobody can take away.
Talk heavy.
So like, you know what I'm saying?
Because I was told, like, because I was talking to people. Yes. Well, I was talking to people about it, and I was like, you know, like, I'm a little nervous because, you know, I've been working on my grandma joke, you know, because you like,
that's
you
a great joke. That's a great joke.
I need more help with that joke, too. And you're the only person I could talk to because you're the first person that actually said something about something.
I came to you
that
like,
had
hey,
the courage to say, yo, Shay, put this, So it's like, yeah, like real shit.
You be confirming stuff, man. You be over here confirming, so you won't even realize it.
You okay?
Use a guy.
So Trayvon was like, whatever, and I was like, and I've dressed it up. I did it in front of him one time, like I fixed it a little bit, but then it was like the crowd was good. I'm like, you know, I could work this joint or whatever, and I did it with the new stuff, you know, with the Notorious. But I could do that. I figure that's a joke that I can do, and I can use any song in any place that I'm at.
Right. I still think you should use that song specifically.
Like, still stay on that song
and say it just the way you said it. Don't say it loud.
Don't say it.
Say it just the way you said it.
Right.
That was because it's like you not trying, but it is, and that's the funny in it.
Yeah, so. The funny is the song. Like, it's like, yeah, there you go, surprise. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my PSP the first round because I'm going to the second round.
Come on now.
And then I'm doing Grandma and PSP, and then I'm gonna do maybe something new, and then Grandma, and then I'm finishing with PSP because I want to win. Absolutely. My mentality is to win, and I'm gonna beat this first round next week.
Here's my question.
Next week.
Do y'all have tapes that y'all can send the bookers and stuff?
I do. I got stuff.
I got a 3 minute. I got a 5 minute. I have a 10 minute. I have a 15. And I don't have a 30. I have a 30, but I don't send it, right? But I strategically did not use that my quote unquote best joke for Philly's Funniest on purpose. For that. So I will say that be intentional about what you want to do. If you want to win, cool. If you got all your tapes and all your stuff set up, then by all means. If you don't, I would my suggestion, go in there with something that you like. What will bookers want to hear? And how would I want to present myself to bookers? Not what they want to hear. How would I want to present myself to them? I'm
a professional side piece.
Boom, go for it.
And I got you.
For sure.
And that's that's not coming from just me wanting that joke. It's just a lot of people are like, that's it.
Well, people wanted ankles, and I was like, that's cool. That's true. But
it's like a lot of, even when I've done these shows, that like the shows I've done, when I don't do that joke, people is like, yo, like, what the fuck,
man? And
so I'm like, but when I do say it, y'all ain't here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, I'm not listening to y'all, but for the helium thing, I just want to win because I'm Puerto Rican, and I don't think any Puerto Rican won before, and I'm a real Puerto Rican. I'm not half Puerto Rican. I ain't half white Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. For sure. And Latinas, and you know, we don't get recognized a lot for a lot of things that we do. So like, let's go to the top with it. That's just how I feel. And I'm gonna give you my authentic me. And professional side piece is a joke that I know I can tell in 5 minutes. I can tell in 7 minutes. I can tell in 15 minutes. I can tell in 10 minutes. I can make it a half hour. We can go a whole hour and a half talking about professional side pieceism. You know what I'm saying?
Not-ism.
So let's get into we got some time coming up into other stuff. Because I mean, it sounds like we're gonna have to do a part 2 because y'all ain't even getting to the juicy thing. No. I'm not. I didn't say there was things that I wanted y'all to talk about.
What you want?
That is not what I said.
What you want?
But that's not what I said. I just wanted to give the.
I just want.
I just wanted to give the opportunity if there was other things. That's all. Because we can get all of us. We can, like, we're comedians. We professional, trash talkers. That's what we do. We can get long winded. And I'm saying, but that's all.
We could do a part 2 whenever.
I want to do whatever you want to do.
Whatever I want to. Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. Okay.
We can sit down and pray together. Whatever
I can help you
want
shake
to
your
do.
balls.
For sure.
Massage your feet. Massage your back.
Massage your
whatever
balls.
you want to do. Massage your thoughts.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
I don't want to massage your thoughts.
Sure.
I want to touch all body.
All right. Bet. Okay.
She'll do the thoughts part.
For sure.
You just want to do the thoughts?
Yeah, I don't want to. Oh man, at this point I'm older than him. I'm just called molestation.
It's not molestation.
Ain't no R. Kelly.
He's willing.
You want to know the oldest that happened to me. I was 23. Mm-hmm. She was 45.
See? You see what I'm talking about? That's that freak shit I told y'all about earlier. Yo, he's a freak. I don't want to hear that shit. Trayvon Fulton is a freak.
I don't know about that, but
him, Frank Neblett. Was it good?
Watch out for Frank too. Frank's another freak.
She was definitely it was cool. I came over. She had food. She had the robe. How they did the one. They said, "Come on in." You know what I'm saying? It was great. It was cool. We enjoyed ourselves. We liked the same music. We liked the same movies. It was cool, and I was just playing it cool. I wasn't doing anything, and she got me some water, and I was like, "Oh, thank you," and she pulled it back like, come get this water. What you gonna do for this water?
A real nasty,
and right, and then she backed up on the counter, put me on this counter, and I loved how straightforward she.
Oh, okay.
She was.
Oh, you like that?
I did like that.
Do you like that now?
I do.
You like straightforwardness? you strike me as that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? If somebody went to your crib and they knew what time it was when they get there. You know what I'm saying? Don't be going to Trayvon's crib playing around. Don't go over there thinking you just going to watch Netflix and shit.
I would get so mad if my daughter ever told me that she slept with somebody in their 40s.
Why?
Because you don't listen.
Listen.
Leave.
Let's not act like we wasn't young before.
Yeah, I was. I understand that part.
My
but I'm
first
just
baby dad 50 something.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My first baby dad, he 50 something. So yeah.
But yes, I do like.
So that's why I'm so stuck on OGs. You gotta be older. Cause these young boys, I feel like they ain't got nothing for me.
I do like the older women. I grew up in church. I always had a thing for the older.
He was always around older ladies.
I always had a thing for the older ladies.
With the milk legs.
With the milk legs.
And what's them elbows called that fat people get? I'm almost there. I'm working on
the elbow cleavage.
Oh, he called it that.
Elbow cleavage. You know what I'm saying?
Elbows that got a little butt on it.
Yeah,
the ladies.
I let the ladies. When they shake your hand, they do the little thing underneath it when they.
Ooh, nasty.
Yeah,
a few people do that to me. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I kind of.
Never Trayvon though.
Trayvon keeps it classy, okay? Trayvon keeps it classy.
He's very classy. He's very handsome, guys, and I love bald headed men. So it's just it might be the bald headed, and he wears glasses too. So that's another one of my things. But he's a really good brother. I don't like to call him a brother because I really would love to one day sit on his face, but I know it's never gonna happen. I'm saying it live because I know it'll never happen, right?
Right.
That was a shock. That came out of left field.
It came out the right field. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Out of here. Yo, God, don't make that happen, dog. Don't not. No, for real though, he's a good dude, and I feel like if y'all catch this man, if the next woman that gets this man, they gotta treat him right, cause
you better treat him right. Or I'm gonna find your ass and beat you the fuck up.
It's messed up because you got sisters.
I got one sister.
You got one. Now you got three.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you got three sisters. Yes.
My sister has never said the things to me that y'all have said to me.
See, that's why I don't want to.
I'm your
sister.
My sister.
I'm your sister
never,
thrice removed.
My sister.
You know what I mean?
Never. She just had a baby, by the way, too.
Oh, congratulations! There's your baby.
Congratulations, Jasmine, to baby.
Have you met the baby?
I haven't had a chance to meet my nephew, this one yet. No. Amir Josiah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Happy birthday, but
nice.
it was just her first son, which is my godson. Actually, he's my nephew, but he's my godson.
Nice.
DJ. It was his birthday yesterday.
Well, happy birthday, DJ.
And they FaceTimed me, and he called me player because when I was young, I'd be like, "What's up, player? What's going on, player?"
He know what it is.
I used to always say player. And one day when I was at home and I got out the car, and he said, "Bye, player." And I turned around and I was like, "Jasmine." Yeah, she was like, "I know. I wanted you to hear it first."
Right.
I knew he said that, but I wanted you to hear it.
That's dope.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're
my
Uncle
dog.
Player.
Yeah, I'm Uncle Player.
That's
I was there.
so dope.
I was there the whole time. Like when she went to labor, I was working. I was at church working the board, and I left. I was like, my sister had. I was in the weight room. I was outside the door when they were. I was there the whole time. That's my dog. So
that's right. That's right.
I was there.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So yes, no, I have one sister. She's never said the things to me that y'all have.
I'm sorry,
have said.
we're like, I don't even want to say sister because you know what? Just don't fuck with him. Whoever comes around this second time, and it's gonna be around.
I'll do it again. I look forward to like most people like, and this ain't trying to be funny, pick me and stuff, whatever case may be. Yeah, I look forward to doing it again. I like being somebody's husband. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It was
belong like that's where that's your lane though.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, like women be trying to marry me off like immediately, and I be like, nah. And another thing is like I hold people accountable, and most beautiful women in my experience. Now here's the thing: I don't date men, so I can't speak about men. Now I do hold my brothers accountable when they on some BS. Like, nah, bro, hold on, that's not okay. So I do fight for women in spaces where they can't defend themselves at. I'm still a dude, Mr. Like you be like, you really let him look at her ass? Yeah, I was looking at her ass too. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm still a dude, but I be having to say that because people be thinking I'm like super perfect. Like, I can't believe that you had sex. You can't. Like so, but I would say like I hold women accountable that I date, and I'm about progression for myself too, and for you. And I'm like, all right, so I'm like, you cannot just get off pretty, charm, and wit. Well, like you can't. And because you have, what personality are you coming with? If you are really silly, then that's okay. Be that, or like they're afraid of rejection. Like, you tell a woman no, oh my gosh,
I was rejected,
man. You tell a woman no.
He did. He told me straight up, I'd rather have the friendship, and I'm really cool with this dude since, and I respected that about him.
Most women don't respect. I'm up at 6 a.m. morning, to go to work in the morning.
See, you gotta have somebody that got your lunch ready for you, that got your clothes ready. I don't know if you gotta iron your clothes and all that stuff.
I iron my clothes, but
I hate when a dude's with a girl and he gotta iron his own. shit.
Listen, but this is the thing: women don't. Younger women don't iron. They be like, put it in the dryer. The dryer.
The fuck you mean?
Right.
Why you think I get these creases?
Yeah, right. So, but I'll say, like when I'm like, hey, like you want to go out? It's like I'm gonna be out till like 1:30. I'm like, ma'am, I'm at work at 6. I'm not finna be out at 1:30. Anything we want to do, we can do before that, or I like
to be home by 10:30.
Yeah. So so yeah. So I'll do it again. It got to be right. I need to see how you handle pressure. I need to see how you handle when finances aren't right. You know what I'm saying? Because life is gonna life.
Yeah.
And when when it does life, how do you react? How do you treat me?
You keep going.
You know what I'm saying? But no, most people don't. They don't do that. Like they don't make
or
it
in
fun,
a relationship, you got to involve your partner. Like you gotta it's a thing, man. It's a lot because you talking real stuff right now.
Yeah. So
I don't talk this kind of stuff, in public.
Yeah. I mean, so I will do it again. It got to be right, man. It got to be right, and I don't need her like people like come healed. I don't need you to be quote unquote healed. Show them to me. What's your scars?
What's your so we can heal together.
Yeah.
Let's do this together.
And some things you might not ever heal from, and I have to be okay with that. So how do I learn to love you with this scar? Because if it's sensitive, then I'm just not gonna touch that. It's that simple. I'll touch you everywhere else, just not there. You know what I'm saying? That turned freaky. I'm so sorry.
Man, it's a unicorn. What the fuck?
Everywhere.
That turned freaky. I was not meaning to be
but
frisky.
I won't touch you there. But I'll touch you everywhere.
I did not mean for that to turn frisky. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I think that came from like legit being in love and like really taking some time out to really get to know,
to learn that.
Yeah, to know myself. And I dated, and after I started dating again, I guess you can say it was the whole phase. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as wild as other people were, but I definitely...
You dabbled.
I definitely did.
You was out gallivanting or dabbling.
I had a lot of experiences. Like a lot of people, like I was always the person that people wanted to do like the wildest stuff. They were like, I've always wanted to like whatever, and I'm like, okay.
See,
I was for whatever reason, I was always the person that they felt comfortable enough to do that with. So cool. And you know what I'm saying? I definitely did, and I started to learn what I liked, what I didn't like, what I need, what I didn't need. Like I noticed, like I like a sweet woman. I like sweet. Like when I hear like, yo, this is how I talk. This is who I am, and I'm like, cool. You just ain't gonna be with me.
Yeah.
And I like a directness. I like a little Eve.
That's
like
crazy because I'm like that outside, and I feel like in relationships I'm a whole like in wherever I'm at with whoever I'm with, I'm so different than what the fuck I'm presenting to people.
Well, I feel like I know people who do that, and that's all of that is a shield because it's like, yo, listen.
Yeah,
I'm actually this person, and if I allow you to see that, then I'll give you the opportunity to hurt me, and I don't like being hurt. So what I do is I'm like, listen, I am transparent. I'm like, look, I'm caring, I'm loving, I'm gentle. You gotta be gentle with me, baby. Be gentle, cause I got feelings. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the dude to be like, no, nope. I'm gonna say, hey, listen, what you said that hurt my feelings, and I didn't like that. Can you talk to me in another type of way?
Talk to me nice.
And then that's it. I'll just say that. I effectively communicated, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know what it is. I'm not the person that I have to put the shield up. This is who I am. And if you have to put a shield up, that's cool. But I want you to be over there, because what's going to happen is once you get hurt, you're going to give me that shield. And I don't give you that shield.
No.
Even when you hurt me, I say you hurt me, but you're still deserving of the authenticity, of the rawness, of the vulnerability. That's what it is, vulnerability. I have no issue being so yeah, a lot of women be having issues being vulnerable, man. So I'll be like, all right, cool, never mind.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
We sit next to a unicorn.
Stop it. I'm definitely flawed. I'll be telling, don't be having your relationship stuff after me. I'm definitely flawed. I've definitely made my mistakes, and
but I don't. You're still a great catch.
Well, I appreciate you. I mean, I'm still dealing with the thing of like having to know that myself, because I deal with a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have to deal with, where like my friends, like my female friends, be like, why would you? And like they're like, see, that's because you don't see other things in you. But you know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, it's cool. It take time. That take time.
Right. I will bust your bumps. Okay.
I'm very reserved about like stuff, whatever, like that. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't even know what's going on with me right now.
Yeah. Well,
he's got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go, y'all.
Because he got to be on this show in how long? In like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is Trayvon Fulton. We'll definitely get him back.
Thank y'all very much. We'll do a part 2. I'm a very interesting person, if I must say. I got a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's in there. We can dig deep, because everybody always want to know about the church stuff and the military stuff, whatever.
I don't care about none of that shit. I wanted to know other shit, but then we started talking about deep shit. So we gonna call this
lift, and I said,
and we will give you a ride.
Oh, you did? Oh, my bad. For sure. My bad.
See, he don't listen.
My bad. I do listen. Very much so. I'm self-reliant.
That's the flaw. Y'all see that? He don't listen. He's a selective listener. That's what it is.
I was being considerate. I know there's things that you all have to do.
Yeah, we going down by shit.
We going down the way you going.
For sure. My bad. My apologies.
So,
see, look, when you do something, when you mess up, you just apologize. That's how you know you've been married. You be like, you right, I did. I ain't argue. I was like, I did do that, didn't I?
Did, baby.
My bad.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay.
I ain't gonna argue. So yeah.
You know what I learned to do? To shut the fuck up.
All right.
In a relationship, I said, you know what? You got it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we have a part two.
Because when I say you right, that means you really wrong. But go ahead, y'all. This is the Boricua Morena podcast. We'll have a part 2 with Trayvon, hopefully in the near quick future. Next week, who we got next week? I want to say we're bringing in somebody else, another comedian as well. Also, this is an invitation to any and all comedians.
Yes.
You are not, what is it? Exempt, right? That's a good word for that?
Yes.
Exempt from coming down here to our podcast and being on our podcast. If you're free on a Tuesday night, please come through. Show love. Talk about some stuff. Get some shit off your chest. Tell me about your day. Tell me how you bumped your shin on the edge of your bed. I don't give a fuck. But
you can follow me on Instagram at Trayvon Fulton.
You can follow
TRAYVON_Fulton. That's on everything. Facebook, all that.
You not
Twitter.
He not ready yet, y'all. So give him a little bit.
We talking about.
Give him a little bit. He's still working.
I'm dating.
He's dating.
I'm dating. I have someone I like.
But he don't want to get married yet. So stop trying to get married with him. He ain't about right now. That's not where he at. Have fun in the moment. Enjoy the times you have together. If you do have time with this man, be good to him. Because
we gonna beat your ass, bitch. I'm sorry.
Peace. I'm Santiago from the Boricua.
I'm Sheree Straight Blunts.
And we out of here. Peace, blessings, and abundance.
Yes, all that good jazz.